Hey Magic fans, and welcome to the Let's Talk Magic podcast game day preview. Today we are talking about game number 54 for the Orlando Magic, and we are looking at the visit of the OKC Thunder into the Kia Centre tonight for the retirement of the number 32 jersey. Shaq's jersey is being raised into the rafters of the Kia Centre after the game. The game is actually the first night as well for the Magic of a very challenging home court back-to-back. The Knicks being the visitors to O-Town tomorrow. So, as we say, Kia Centre tonight in Orlando. UK tip time is 12:30 a.m, 7:30 p.m. in Orlando. Our very, very good friend Geraint Jones will be there representing the Let's Talk Magic podcast. So enjoy yourself, G. Here in the UK, you do have two options of watching the game tonight. For the first time in what feels like forever, this game is being carried on TNT Sports 1. It's also available live and on demand, as always, via an active subscription to the NBA League Pass. There'll be no commentary tonight, though, from the good guys at Bally Sports, Florida, with this being a nationally broadcast game across the USA. Let's talk about the Magic first of all. Regular season 29-24 record. We've won our last two and are at 6-4 in the last 10 played. All 6 of those wins have come in the last 8 games played, though, so we are in some decent form. Home record 17-7, but on the floor of the Kia Centre, it's actually 17-6 because one of the losses came in Mexico City, which was a home game. We are standing 6th in the East. Results have gone for us recently, along with our own wins, scoring 111.6 points per game and conceding 110.8. Ranked 24th on offence and 4th defensively. Last time out, we took a thrilling home court victory over the Chicago Bulls in overtime, 108-114. It was a huge win as we overcame an 8-point deficit in the final quarter to force the overtime. Magic's mistakes did help Chicago stay in this game. 17 turnovers, and it led to 31 points for the Bulls. Allowing 18 offensive rebounds also saw the Bulls get multiple extra possessions. Franz Wagner, 36-point performance, scored 30 points plus in 3 of his last 4 games now. Paolo Banchero again filled up the stat sheet, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Jalen Suggs had 13 points. Cole Anthony with a 14-point and 11 rebound double-double. Really good to see him get going. Jonathan Isaac and Goga Bitadze joined Cole in becoming really big for us during the stretch period of that game. They came up big. The starting unit for that game: Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter Jr. What has become our regular starting 5 at this point in time. From the bench, Jonathan Isaac, Gary Harris, Cole Anthony, Mo Wagner and Joe Ingles were joined by Goga Bitadze. That's the call that we used. It was good to see Goga come out and get some strong minutes. He really, as we said earlier, did come up big. Really working the offensive boards and getting us a lot of extra possessions in this game. On to tonight. Not a single player out for the Magic. We have an entire roster of 18 players available. Jet Howard has been recalled from the G League assignment. Kevon Harris is listed as available. So Coach Mosley is unlikely, I would suggest, to change from his preferred starting option and continue to lock in with that core bench unit. But he did show against the Chicago Bulls that if something isn't working, he is more than prepared to change it up to get a win, get the result he wants. Onto the OKC Thunder. Oklahoma 36-17 record so far this season. They've won their last game and are also 6-4 in the last 10 played. They stand second in the West, having a superb season. Offensively, they are scoring 120.7 points per game, conceding 113.6 per game. Offensively rated at 5th, defensively 6th. This is a good team. Do not underestimate. On the road, they are a 15-11 record. They are superb in attack mode. They are fast and energetic. Not always the most exciting to watch, I've got to say. But they are very, very effective. They lead the league in points off of turnovers, 10th in fast break points. They are 6th at scoring in the paint. Not the highest volume 3-point shooting team, but one of the league's most accurate shooting, just shy of 40%. And the shooting of the two is also in the top 10 for accuracy. Defensively, they are a hustle team. Lead the league in blocks. They concede the second fewest fast break points, a third in restricting opponent points in the paint, and are fourth at making steals. This is a good team. They also commit very few turnovers, and as a result, concede a very limited number of points in that category. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 31.1 points per game, second in the NBA for points, and is shooting at 55.5% from the floor. League leader in steals per game, 10th in assists, and has got to the line the second most times this season. And we unfortunately saw that when we played them only a few weeks ago. We have to work really hard to contain this man. Chet Holmgren, force on both ends of the court, 16.8 points per game, shooting a field goal percentage of almost 54%, hitting 40.1% from the three, blocking the fourth most shots per game in the league at 2.6. Jalen Williams, 18.9 points per game and 4.6 assists per game. Josh Giddey, 11.5 points per game and 4.5 assists. You can't ignore those two guys either. Last time out for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they took a home court win, 113-127 over the Sacramento Kings 2 nights ago, February the 11th. SGA led the Thunder, 38 points, 7 assists. Jalen Williams, 32 points, 9 assists. Interestingly, only 21 of the 127 points they scored came from the 6 players used off the bench. Starting unit was SGA, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. Tonight, their coach is likely to have a full roster, pretty much a full roster available to play with also, but he's unlikely to vary far from that core unit that he is using, a tried and tested rotation. He uses relatively short minutes from the bench. It is all about this starting 5 for them. You're looking at Bismack Biyombo, who's not with the team, and Gordon Hayward, recently acquired, out with a left calf strain. Other than that, and they're two-way players, they're 3 two-way guys. Everyone else is available. Head-to-head, 69 regular season games, and this score stands very much in favour of the Thunder, 26-43. This season, on game day 39 on the road in Oklahoma, the Magic fell 100-112. Too many injuries, too many fouls, too many turnovers, and poor shooting percentages in all sorts of categories. 20% from the 3. They were the impactful issues on the outcome. Paolo Banchero led the Magic as recorded, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Last 3 seasons, it's always been split 1-1. Past 2 campaigns, each team have won at home, and Orlando last won this series in 2008-2009 season. We can't break that, but it'd be nice to at least get another tie this season. We really don't want to be getting swept. Final thoughts on this. This is a different team, Orlando team, from that played on game day 39. Markelle Fultz, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Harris, Joe Ingles, Jet Howard and Kevon Harris were all unavailable for the Magic in that one. That's a big impactful issue. 3 of our starters there. It's a major boost for the Magic from the previous game, but the Thunder remain a difficult opponent for the Magic. The OKC Thunder are very, very effective in offence in the areas that we can struggle on defence, and they defend excellently the areas that we play well in offence on. For the Magic roster also, it's going to be the first game that a lot of these players have experienced on a nationally televised game. So there's a different pressure there. And this young Thunder squad are very used to appearing on national TV. It also coincides with the Magic retiring Shaquille O'Neal's jersey. that event is taking place after the game. And by retiring Shaq's number, the 32, he becomes the first player in the franchise history to have his number retired. Big man remains ranked amongst the franchise all-time leaders in many categories, and he is legitimately the first player, I would suggest, that put the Magic on the map. He's a member of the Orlando Magic Hall of Fame, the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, and the NBA's 75th anniversary team. It's not surprising he has this honour. Whether you agree with it or not, that's another matter. But if you are there, go out and support this team. If you're staying for the event afterwards, give Shaq that applause and the respect that what he achieved with the Magic deserves, regardless of how he left. If you've enjoyed this preview, please give it a thumbs up, share it around. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button. But more importantly, let's go Magic, let's get that W. It's a big one tonight.